Hello and welcome to Cosmic Cooking. We do a lot of gardening, but apparently we're now a cooking channel. So today we are doing a challenge from Courtney at WHYDE Family Farm. And this challenge, I believe it is a comfort food challenge under the hashtag of WFFCOMFORTFOODCHALLENGE. Today I'm making a special that I ran in a restaurant that I used to work at. Totally created it myself. It is called Outside In Potato Skins. And it's really hard to explain, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what we're going to do. So, to begin making your outside-in potato skins, what you want to grab is mashed potatoes and a 2/3 cup measuring cup. You want to measure out 2/3 of a cup of mashed potatoes. It's good to have them a little bit on the drier side and also a little heavy on the butter, so that way it's easier to manipulate without it getting everywhere. So what I'm doing is I'm making little discs, I guess you could say. And once you get these discs made, you want to throw them in your fridge for about a half hour or so. You don't want them, well, I'm going to go throw them out in the outside because it's 26 degrees right now. So I want to make sure I monitor these because I don't want them frozen, but I want them stiffened up a little bit. Now that our potato disc, as we're calling them, are cooled, we have, it's not really in camera view, sorry about that. We have bacon, we have broccoli, we have mushroom. I cooked the broccoli and the mushroom in garlic. And then we have mild cheddar cheese as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to put cheese right in the middle of these potatoes here. You want to leave an outside ring. So I'm sure you see which direction I'm taking this now, kind of, maybe. But if you all have ever had a stuffed cheeseburger or a stuffed burger of any sorts, that's pretty much what I'm doing here. So like I said, we have some bacon, we have some broccoli, and we have some mushrooms. So I'm going to show you how we create these, and then I'll finish off the other side. So we want a little bit more cheese right on top. Same thing with that, trying to keep everything centered the best you can. Like so. So these are really, really complex when you're trying to do them per order. So back in the day when I worked in the kitchen, I would prep up 3 or 4 dozen of these at a time. And they would pretty much sell every night, and I'd have to make them every day. So you saw what I did there. We're going to remove any little pieces of cheese that fall out. Is I simply took the top, make sure you have everything cleaned off best you can, as you wanted a potato seal. And then you're gonna cup it down. And then the same thing on the mushroom. Yep, there's some cheese outside of its area. Go to your home. Okay. So now we're going to pick the whole thing up and we're going to pinch the edges. Pinch and push in. Pinch and push in. Pinch together and push that all in like so. You want it to be as uniform as possible. And there you go. Now, once we get the rest prepped up to this point, we want to freeze these. Yeah, we want to freeze these. I had to remember for a second. It's been a while. So we want to freeze these and then bring them back and show you our final process. Okay, here we are at one of the final stages. I told you this is kind of a pain in the neck to create. So I conveniently put a piece of bacon, a piece of broccoli, and some mushrooms to signify which one is what. I thought that was kind of smart of me. So here we have our frozen potato puck. And what you're seeing me put it in is flour, then egg and water. You want to make sure this whole thing is really saturated. And then in this, they have these Asiago croutons, which is 100% cheese, and panko crumbs. So I ground up those Asiago cheese croutons, crisp, and added them in with the pankos. What we're doing is we're going to bread that potato puck. I'm trying to be able to give you guys a good view while I bread it at the same time. So there you see, we have our outside in potato skin all breaded up, ready to rock and roll. So again, we're going to put it in some flour.
Christopher, you're showing them a very good chef trick right now. Something that us amateurs aren't very good at. You should explain that.
What's that? How to make a breader?
No, just the technique you're using.
Yeah.
I noticed that only one of your hands is wet.
Oh, so yeah. In the restaurant, you're doing this constantly, all day, every day, with hundreds of pounds of chickens, quite frankly. And you want to have a wet hand. And what that means is, you can see how I'm starting to get the cake up on this hand. This hand's completely clean, so say, oh, I need to spray a pan, or oh, I need to drop this into a fryer later. I still have a semi-clean hand. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about how I made my own breader and batter wash.
Well, you're very good at that too. To me, it was the first time I ever saw you do that. I was like, what? Why aren't both of your hands gross? Both of my hands are gross.
Yeah. So, as you see, I'm probably going to do the rest of this in cosmic warp speed. Alright everybody, it's time to cook our outside-in potato skins. And this little device is a temperature gauge which tells me that it is 375 degrees, which is what we want. So we're going to go ahead and drop our beautifully breaded potato puck right in the grease. Now we're going to turn the grease up a little bit because we want to maintain that temperature, and then pray that we don't over flood everything. There we go. So you can see those little Asiago chips. They didn't darken up as much as I was expecting. So this is the part right here that we are looking for. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but there's a little crack forming right here. That means it's just about done. It's starting to explode. Because what we've basically made is a pocket of flavor right there. So there you have it. That is an outside-in potato skin. We're going to get this one right out, set it off to the side, and get cooking some other ones. So here we are at the taste test of our outside-in potato skins. We cut that open. I'm just showing the inside. Oh, you see that? So we learned our lesson. We need to let it cook just a bit longer. Good thing we got extras going, huh? So, yeah, real world. You see that it is a little under. But you hear in the background, we got the broccoli ones going, so we'll get a better taste test for you. But here we go. Ready? So, crunchy, potatoey, bacony, cheesy.
Anything potato is like my favorite thing in the world.
So, this is number one of outside-in potato skin.
Your leftover mashed potatoes, I seriously suggest doing this.
The sky's the limit on your filling too. You can even do chicken parm, chicken cordon bleu. Whatever flavors you like, go ahead and do it. But our final one is cooking. And this one is much better.
Yeah, that's too hard for me.
This is the broccoli, garlic, and cheddar stuffed one. So, yeah, that one's cooked. It's not so much cooked, but heated thoroughly through where the cheese is melted. Everything's cooked and ready to rock and roll. So it's not like we're going to kill ourselves if it's under. But it's much more enjoyable when the cheese is melted. To be honest, it did break open a little bit on the cook. Just real world here, you know.
Doesn't stop it from being delicious.
So
Definitely comfort food, and you could do so many varieties of this.
Alright, final one. Gina's already tapped out.
So filling. Definitely comfort food.
So this one is also cooked. And it's still really hot.
Really, really hot. I can see the steam coming out.
So this is our mushroom and cheddar. Mushroom and cheddar cheese. So if you're a garlic and mushrooms lover, do that one. Because that's all you get is garlic and mushrooms. With the mashed potatoes, of course. So, Courtney at WHYDE Family Farm, thank you so much for this challenge. The WWF Comfort Food Challenge, that is. Thank you for the opportunity. Great idea.
Win or lose, try this recipe. It will change your life.
You gotta try outside in potato skins. Obviously, it's on YouTube.
Steak and potato skins.
Like a Philly cheesesteak, which I have done in the restaurant, by the way. Yes, Philly cheesesteak I have done in the restaurant. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Peace, love, and happiness. Make some comfort food. Join this challenge.